First of all, I want to give all the credit to Manhattan. They certainly did stick with it. And when I say that, they've done that all year. So they've been in some tight games. They've been down by double figures at Elon. They won the game. They really competed well at Rhode Island. They didn't end up winning, but another game where they were behind and they stayed with it. So we knew it was going to be a 40-minute game. It usually is when you play a game like this to local schools. And Manhattan deserved to win.
Portland's been your guy all year. You know, for him to.
Did you say Portland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, for him not to make one of those free throws, disappointing.
Yeah, and AP has made a lot of free throws in his life. Free throw shooting has been a focus of ours here the last month, and so I certainly didn't expect him to miss both. But there were a lot of plays like that throughout the game that, you know, one little thing here or there can alter the end of the game.
Coach, you mentioned pregame about not facing a team who's going to press as much as Manhattan did. And for the most part, your team did a good job breaking it, getting to half court. There was only one turnover there on a steal and an easy layup. What did you think about your team and how they reacted to the press and how they were able to move and break it?
Yeah, so valuing the ball against their pressure is very important. And, you know, that one turnover we had that resulted in an easy layup, that can be the difference. Now, with that being said, if you look at it from the flip side, we actually had 10 steals, but we didn't turn them into points. So, you know, if you're going to value the ball and take care of it, then you can win that way. If you're going to steal it, like we had 10 steals, and turn that into more than 12 points, another way to win.
Jeff forced 18 turnovers, 12 in the first half. Had the game your way on your terms for most of the day. What does that say about this group moving forward, even though it didn't work out this afternoon?
Yeah, so our defense has been very good this year. I mean, there's no question. And again, our defense was very good today. With that being said, you know, I certainly did not put our guys in a good position offensively. Manhattan's defense has been consistent, not just this year, but as long as Steve has been there, and it was tough to attack today.
What does Urton bring to the table that may not have been on these teams a year or two ago?
Yeah, so Ayrton's probably the one guy that offensively played well or did some things that really helped us. The fact that he is strong and physical, he can go inside. He also made threes today. He's pretty, he's flexible. He can do it in many ways.
Coach, you talk about not being able to get in rhythm offensively. Usually you guys give Oni or Chuba at least one touch in the post, but guys like Polycap, Williams were able to hold their own. How tough is it when you're not able to give either of those two guys a touch at least once every offensive possession?
Well, I do think those guys did have opportunities, maybe not the same opportunities that they would have against man-to-man, but I think they had opportunities around the rim. Obviously, Manhattan has physical defenders, but we certainly didn't get enough production from our interior guys.
Did you expect them to go to Reynolds in that final possession there?
Well, I don't know that they were trying to go to Reynolds. I don't know what Steve said. Maybe they were, but you know, he is a cold-blooded shooter, and so he doesn't need much time to get it off. I think we were probably put pretty close to him, but he is a cold-blooded shooter, and he stuck one in.
Did you get flashbacks to last year when Nick hit it on the other side for you?
You know, I've thought about that, you know, here in the last 10 minutes or so. You know, the difference is, you know, we were ahead in that game the entire way until that last possession with about a minute left. So again, we were ahead this entire game as well. But you're right, it came down to a last-second shot.
Coach, you get a timeout at half court with 3.2 seconds, so you're able to. What play were you trying to scheme up there? And did you think that Jalen was fouled on that three-point attempt there? It looked like Bud Mack had gotten into his space and bumped him. Referees don't call anything. What did you have set up there for that final possession?
Yeah, so we did have three options there on that last play, and you know, 3.2 is plenty of time. 3.2 is a ton of time from where the ball is there on side out. I don't know about the foul or not foul. That's not my job, but we did have three options on that last play. I don't know that we got a good shot. I mean, that's not the shot we were trying to get, but we can do better.